As parents fight to get their kids back in the classroom, the vice president of one of California's school board just compared reopening schools prematurely to slavery.
That seems like a very white supremacist ideology, to force people to comply with, and conform without thinking about all of their intersecting factors and barriers that exist for all families. Just letting you know, privilege. Check it, you guys. I don't want to be a part of forcing anybody to do anything they don't want to do. That's what slavery is. I'm not going to be a part of it.
Here to react is former professor Dr. Carol Swain. Dr. Swain, welcome. When I saw this, my first reaction was that by her definition of slavery, forcing anybody to do anything they don't want to do, that's slavery. I guess as a mom, I engage in slavery all day long. I can't imagine how frustrated parents must be to hear this kind of language from a board member at the school board about getting their kids back into the classroom.
Well, it is so absurd, and the individual who made that statement, she is an elected official, and she's clearly parroting the views of the teachers' unions rather than paying attention to the wishes of the parents. And if you look at the data, the children who are most hurt by being out of school are Black, Latinos, and poor whites.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, also those with special needs have been just really thrown off for the whole year, just regressing. So here's the statement, by the way, the parents have complained, and the school board, the district superintendent put out this statement. He said, Charta Bell Fontenot behaved in a manner the board does not condone, nor did her behavior represent our values and our commitments to our students, community, and to each other. Please note that the school board trustees are not district employees. They are elected officials. The school district does not have the authority to release duly elected trustees from their positions. So in other words, she will stay in that position despite making those statements. I want to move to another topic with you that I think that you just have so much knowledge on, and that is that some teachers are canceling Shakespeare because of racism and homophobia and classism. Dr. Seuss reportedly has been canceled from a Virginia school system because of its racial undertones. What do you make of, canceling Dr. Seuss, but also, Shakespeare?
Well, for Shakespeare, there has been a battle against Western civilization going back many decades. In 1988, Jesse Jackson led a protest at Stanford University. They protested Western civilization for being too Eurocentric and white male dominated. And so we're seeing the fruits of that. And you can trace the attacks to the critical race theory and its intent to destroy all things that are traditional, and its focus on white people in particular. And so the white culture, it's being canceled by the elites. And unfortunately, the Democratic Party has pretty much endorsed this whole agenda. It's so destructive, not just to minority children, but also to every child. And it itself is racism. Everything about it is racist. And it means that poor children will get a worse education because they're not being exposed to the basic skills that they need to be successful.
Yeah, we're doing a disservice to our children's education when we do these kinds of things. Really quickly, the Loudoun County, Virginia Public Schools did not respond to Fox News' request for comments on this story. I want to thank you again, Dr. Swain, for joining us this morning. I really appreciate it.